Welcome back to the Shankly Sessions. This is the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every week on the Dynamo Podcast Network. Head over to YouTube and smash that subscribe and bell notification button. Audio versions of the show are available through Spotify. And if you'd like to contact the show, you'll get us on Twitter at Session Shankly, or you'll get us on Facebook and Instagram, the upper tier. This is your match reaction. Liverpool 4, Arsenal nil. In some respects, probably not a surprising result, but in other respects, probably a surprising result with the form that Arsenal were shown. Even though they had a decent run of games to put that form together, they still looked really solid at the back and they still looked really good going forward. And there had been huge improvements from obviously the first international break where they sat bottom of the league with no points from nine. So a huge recovery where they came to Anfield, had an opportunity to jump above Liverpool, but obviously couldn't get the job done. Where to begin with this? I mean, goals from Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, Diogo Jota, Minamino coming on and grabbing his first goal at Anfield in front of the Kop, which must have been amazing for the boy. But it just looked very comfortable for Liverpool all day. They were so dominant in possession. The pressing game was unbelievable. Arsenal couldn't deal with it to the point where Tavares was making mistakes and all played Jota in for that goal. It was just unbelievable energy from Liverpool, as if they wanted to lay down a marker. Obviously, they weren't happy with the Brighton result at home, which was poor, and obviously the away result against West Ham, which was equally as poor. But let's go down through some of the stats of the game. Shots on target, 9 for Liverpool versus 3 for Arsenal. Off target, 3 for Liverpool, none for Arsenal. And block shots, 7 for Liverpool, 2 for Arsenal. Possession, 61% versus 39%. Corner kicks, 6 for Liverpool versus 1 for Arsenal, just to show the dominance of the game. But there was a huge importance on this game as well, because if you remember earlier in the day, Chelsea had been so dominant against Leicester and they'd put in an amazing performance, I think, winning 3-0. Leicester, of course, so poor, but the gap had become 7 points instead of four. So it was absolutely vital to stay in this title race that Liverpool picked up a big win against Arsenal, and that's what they did to close the gap back to four again, with City playing on Sunday. But it was an amazing game, and so far it was a tit for tat really in the first say 20 minutes, even though Liverpool had the lion's share of possession, which you would expect. But all of a sudden, the game came alive and the crowd came alive with a tackle by Mane going for a header against Tomiyasu. And he looked like Arteta was trying to make the point out there might have been a little bit more to him, a little bit of afters, and he was going ballistic. Klopp seen him going ballistic and went in on him big time. Two of them nearly ended up in a punch up on the sideline. But that ignited Liverpool and it also ignited the crowd. And all of a sudden, Mane went up and scored that beautiful goal. What a sublime cross from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Unbelievable. Pitch perfect right onto Mane's head. Even as good as Ramsdale had been in the game, and he was unbelievable. Easily Arsenal's man of the match by a country mile. Some of the saves he made on the double saves were just unbelievable. Going in at that stage, Mane after scoring and like going in so easy, and like to be only 1-0 up at half time could have easily been 3 or 4 if it wasn't for Ramsdale. He was just unbelievable. Fabinho was unbelievable as well, so dominant there in his position, just controlling everything, breaking everything up, pushing the team forward all the time. Incredible. The goal from Jota after the break was incredible as well. Puts one player on his arse, skips by another player, and then leaves Ramsdale on his arse and just slots the ball home. Incredible composure on the ball and a brilliant goal, especially with a wayward pass from Tavares to put him in. Incredible, you know what I mean? Salah's goal, typical breakaway goal for us. Mane picking up the ball, racing in and just playing the ball square to him. Salah putting it away, getting his goal as he always does. Incredible. And Salah on the day as well was incredible as well in terms of, his passing of the ball and trying to play guys in and trying to find those little sort of pitch perfect passes of that. But he absolutely tortured both Gabriel and Tavares the whole game. Incredible stuff. Trent back to his absolute best. I mean, he just bossed it throughout the whole thing. Thiago also pulling the strings in the middle of the park with his passing and stuff like that was absolutely incredible. Um, just really, 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 really good. Matip and Van Dijk, what can we say about them? Van Dijk intercepting Aubameyang at one stage, unbelievable, but had very little to do all day. back sending those diagonal balls to Salah again as well, which was absolutely incredible. Matip is always cool and composed as you like, always pushing forward, always probing, trying to find that killer pass at times. Allison with a great performance. What a bounce back from the West Ham game, where you could argue he was at fault for one or two of the goals, if not three of them. But look, really commanding that save he made off his foot was incredible, and a couple of other saves that he made it as well in the second half just showed he's really back to his best. You know what I mean? And that's a sign of a world class player as well. When you can have a bad game like that and put it behind you and don't carry it into the next game, and the next game still have the confidence to go out there and do what you need to do, is the real sign of a world class player. Arsenal throughout the whole game just looked off the pace constantly, you know. The boy behind me there, Aubameyang, he got very little service at times, and when he did, he was hampered down straight away. Liverpool in total control from start to finish. You know, on comes Hendo comes on at one stage, you know, does his thing, goes out there, does his thing. Ox, who we have to give a shout out to, who we've been very questionable about on this show, put in a real good performance as well. Absolutely solid. I'm very unlucky not to score a goal, but always harassing the team and pushing them back and pressing. The pressing game yesterday from Liverpool was so impressive. I mean, just constantly just probing and pressing in twos and threes and stuff like that, pushing Arsenal back and forcing the mistakes to be made and stuff like that. It just looked like, and you know, we've said it before on the show as well, the absolute difference in the levels at the moment. When you look at the level that Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool are operating at, and then you look at the rest of the league, there's a massive gulf in the difference. A massive gulf in the difference. And this is going to end up being a three-horse race. There's no doubt about it. And that gap between the three of us and the rest of the league is just going to expand even more and more and more. Was delighted to see Taki come on, and he got that goal at the back post there, square ball, absolutely brilliant. Takes his goal and he runs off, and just the excitement of him, like just celebrating that goal, his first goal at Anfield in front of the Kop, was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Then young Tyler Morton comes on, absolutely brilliant to see him coming on. Thiago going over there, giving him a big hug of confidence and stuff like that, and you know, telling him basically go out there and express yourself. So all round, great day for Liverpool and Anfield. 4-0 win. Again, as I'd say, surprising but not surprising, because we've had Arsenal's number now for a long time at this stage, especially in the Anfield fixture. And it looks like there's a lot more work for Arteta to do as that good run came to an end at Anfield. Until next time, folks, this has been your Shankly Sessions, the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every week. It's our match reaction, Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. Game on in the title race again. Let's do this, and let's look forward to next weekend, where Chelsea will be facing United, and we will be facing Southampton. So it should be an interesting weekend. Let's see, can we close the gap, and can United do us a favour? Until next time, on Twitter, Sessions Shankly, on Facebook, The Upper Tier, and on Instagram, The Upper Tier. We will talk to you again real soon.